In this module, let's take a look at a case study for an enterprise network of a small organization. Now, the organizational characteristics are that this particular customer, which is a real customer, is located in Karachi. It has about 70 total IT staff, 70 total staff, and then 10 IT staff out of that. And the reason for the high percentage, almost 10 out of 70, is that this is a very IT-oriented company having an IT-oriented service. They have about 8 servers, 1 main data center. They do not have a DR site. It's a small organization. They haven't fully built up their backup and disaster recovery. And they have an IT service-oriented business. And their main customers are telcos and banks and enterprises. Now, let's talk about the organizational culture of this small organization because it affects security. They have a small IT-oriented but a very profitable business built up by some very smart people. Mostly chaotic, ad hoc culture with no defined or documented processes. So they have, they're always putting out fires, always running around all over the place. So a very disorganized and chaotic culture, but a profitable organization. And the organization lacks discipline. In order to execute something new like a security program, they don't have the discipline and they're already all over the place, very disorganized, very chaotic, and it's very tough for such an organization which doesn't have the execution and discipline to implement a new security program or a security transformation program. And the quality of resources is also not very good because the organization is not investing in very expensive or good resources because of their financial constraints, because they're a small organization. IT setup, fairly good. Windows 2010, 2012. They also had some legacy 2008 servers, which they are migrating. They have Linux server operating system. They have ASP.NET, 4.x, and PHP applications, about 10 of them. They have Windows 8 and 10 workstations and desktops, about 50 total desktops, about half off Windows 8 and 10. 1 Cisco ASA firewall in data center, which is not in high availability. They have no DR site or off-site backup currently. They also have in their head office, they have a data center and they're taking some backups in the head office. And apart from the head office where all the people sit, they have a data center but no DR site or separate DR site. And they're using a free antivirus, no Active Directory, unfortunately, and no licensing on the software, which is very alarming and very undesirable from a security perspective. Security posture, completely absent, no efforts done, typical Pakistan security posture, no vulnerability management, no security management or governance, no policy or staff dedicated or assigned for security. No management commitment prior was visible for the organization. Now, what really was the security requirement? Because obviously, we're talking about this organization because they did implement a security program. So what happened to this organization, a small organization with no security, very chaotic structure, but with a good business, good IT business, was that their customers, the banks and the telcos, which are more mature and aware of security of their suppliers, started asking this organization about security posture, about the security culture, about the security program, and about security controls. And they now, so what happened was that they desired, driven by the organization's customers, they desired the 27001 ISMS certification so that they can take part and grow their business, because this was eventually becoming a requirement for the RFPs. So driving change, executive management facing security questions from the top clients, from top customers. The chief operating officer, the COO approaches a security consulting company, which was our company, Delta Tech, for security consulting and pen testing. And we, the security consultants, advised this organization for going through the entire security transformation rather than going through just to do one small mechanical sort of security task. So we advise them as security consultants to go through the entire security transformation. And that's the only way in which you can actually implement security in a meaningful way in an organization. So the security transformation project consisted of project initiation, about 2 months. Layer 1, security hardening of IT assets from the security transformation model. It took about 6 months. Layer 2, vulnerability management, 1 month. Layer 3, security engineering, 1 month. And the governance and ISO 27001, stage 1 and stage 2 audits took about 3 months. Conclusion, absence of a process-oriented, organized culture made it very difficult for security implementation for this customer. It took about a year, a little bit over a year to do this whole project. The ad hoc culture was difficult to change and difficult to transform, and the executive management support and commitment was the success factor. Without them, the security program could not have been done. Thank you.